We are live for our second and final MSL game of the evening. This is the one we've all been waiting for. The Northern Hawks versus the Cockburn Wolves. I will try and memorize the team names just off people that I know. I haven't got the team list in front of me at the moment, but this is definitely going to be the game of the round, I'm going to say. I'm just going to get up the ladder momentarily just to have a look at what's at stake. So, Northern Hawks currently sit fourth. 5 games played, 10 points. Cockburn Wolves, after making the grand final last winter season, are lagging a little bit in 7th, but they're still in the top 7th, in the top 7 rather, and have got a game in hand over the rest of the league after their postponed game against the West Coast Cobras. So, for the Cockburn Wolves, we've got Maluga starting in goal, Christie, Savanovic, Dek Birdle, and Christian Silas. And for the Northern Hawks, we've got Zeba, De Philippus, Houston, and Alagoda. And Dan Fumato in goal. No doubt he'll be amped up for this one. So, just waiting for proceedings to start. If you guys are watching, get the score predictions in. We've got one from GK Midi. He was very close in the last game. He's gone for an 8-3 to Hawks. I think it could be a little bit closer this time, GK. And here we go. Alagoda gets us underway. De Philippus. Pressed hard by Birdle. And possession has been overturned instantly. Silas. Savanovic, he looks forward. Chrissy, he's a danger man for the Cockburn Wolves, the number 22. Some of the best feet in the West. Savanovic down the line. Zeba's all over that one though. Christie, Silas, Savanovic, Silas, Birdle, Savanovic, Birdle, Christie. He'll look to isolate when possible. Savanovic, Birdle, Christie being pressed by Alagoda. Houston, Savanovic, good win. Silas sees that one out, and that'll be a Cockburn ball, but you can see the Northern Hawks looking to pounce on any sort of error or back play from the Wolves, and Houston's got it. He's being pressed by Birdle, Alagoda, De Philippus. Alagoda has really come into his own the last couple of seasons. 18 years old now, or turning 18 very, very soon, and so much more to give, but such a good player in his own right. De Philippus. Houston on the near side. Alagoda. So expect this. I was going to say expect this, expect a lot of possession, but it's been given away. Birdle, Silas. Silas on the near side, gets us back underway. Savanovic goes wide to Luke Christie. Switch of play there to Savanovic. On the left, look for the reverse pass to Birdle. Alagoda read it. Does well. Oh, Christie well read with the pass there. Philippus, Alagoda. Alagoda chips forward. Zeba wants it at his feet. Lets Alagoda know. Silas. Birdle, Savanovic. Silas went, then didn't go, and it ran out of area. Houston. To Philippus. Zeba swiped. Savanovic dealt with it. Here we go, Dan Fumato. Has already scored twice this season. Will probably want to look for another. And Maluga does well. He's not a goalkeeper, Kyle Maluga. Maybe he's in futsal, but in outdoor he's a centre back, and a good one at that. Captain of State League side Balga. Houston, it's a loose pass. Birdle, can he use it? Deck Birdle! Oh, the toe poke went just wide. Houston's pass just let him down, and that's the danger of Deck Birdle. They got away with that one, the Northern Hawks. I do say Deck Birdle, he seems to age like fine wine, gets better every season. Salas wants it on his right. Goes to Savanovic, who won it on his left. That's late from Zeba. Savanovic, toe poke. Nothing doing there. Here we go. Jesse Lazaro, the Western Knights captain, stepping on for his first minutes of the evening, the number 15. Electrifying player. Was very dangerous when he was playing for Cockburn EWA. And Chris Rocky's checked in as well. Here we go, Lazaro, he robs Alagoda. Oh, Lazaro probably should have played Christie early. Houston defended very well though. I think he'll get a rolling foul for his trouble. He hasn't. That's surprising. Lazaro, Savanovic. Back to Birdle. To Christie. So Rocky's checked in as well for the Northern Hawks. The West Australian target. Oh, a great ball there from Savanovic. Christie just couldn't wrap his foot around it. They're a bit more dangerous than Northern Hawks when Rocky is up top because he provides such a good outlet for them. As I say, they're almost set up in a deep 4-0. There we go. Houston does well. Oh, Rocky's touch lets him down. Lazaro. 1-on-1 with Houston. Savanovic resets to Christie. Christie's got an inch off the right. Oh, Chris Rocky. I think he got away with one there. He extended his hand. Did it hit it? I'm not sure, but it certainly looked like it. Savanovic. Nice check there. Lazaro. He's got a little bit of space. Birdle. Christie 1-on-1 with Rendell. This will be a matchup to watch out for. Rendell wins the first battle of it. He's 1-on-1 with Birdle. Wants it on his right. Oh, almost scuffed his shot there. And Savanovic has done well. Oh, hasn't. It was already out. Houston. Famado. To Houston. Rocky resets to Famado. Savanovic gives it to Christie, who's in a little bit of strife. Alagoda pulled something out of nothing. There you can see from Supa-Liga. I'm saying he's not a traditional goalkeeper. Will choose to use his feet. And I'll tell you what, playing with him, it's actually not the worst because he just deals with things, no nonsense. Christie. Lazaro. Birdle. Lazaro. Loose pass. Alagoda. He's all over it again. He started so well, Alagoda. Lazaro. Savanovic. Dangerous across the box. Northern Hawks employing a press. Trying to press and Cockburn Wolves out of the game. Let's see what they can do going the other way. Christie. And the foul has been given. Lockton Ryan saying there's a 7-0 Wolves. And that was a blast over the top from Savanovic. Famado goes to Houston. Cockburn Wolves sat in a 3-quarter press. Thorpe's checked in for his first minutes of the game for Deck Birdle. Chandra Nagandran's pass lets him down. Thorpe. Savanovic. Christie. Thorpe. Look to isolate there. Christie. Well done there from Chris Rocky. Thorpe. Lazaro. Very lucky not to get given as a foul there. Chandra Nagandran is known for a couple of late fouls early on in games. And Giannis is on. Nagandran. Houston. Rocky, this is nice from the Northern Hawks, just keeping possession, taking their time. Giannis. Nagandran hits Rocky. This is where Rocky can be dangerous. Chris Rocky, did well there. Christie subs out. And Alec Kukic makes his return to Supa-Liga courts. I think featured once last season, looking very trim, I must say. Rumour has it that he went through a bit of a transformation. And we'll see if it can pay off. Did used to be quite the player a few years ago. Kukic. Savanovic. Thorpe. Savanovic. Kukic. Savanovic. Thorpe's got a bit of space. Just runs into Zeba. Famado. Gives it to Nagandran, who gives it to Zeba. De Philippus, he's back on. Nagandran. De Philippus gives Zebra a fair bit to do. Kukic looked for Lazaro. It was well dealt with there from Giannis. Lazaro will get us back underway. The side ball goes back to Kukic. Will he look to swing the play? He does. Savanovic. He's got it deep. Goes to Thorpe. He'll look to put it on his left foot. Goes back to Savanovic, to Kukic. Another one of the class of 2018 EWA boys. Kukic, Savanovic. Kukic. Probably took one too many touches there. Just couldn't quite get under his foot. Kukic and Savanovic, miscommunication. Savanovic just puts it into touch. Giannis to De Philippus. De Philippus. Zeba. He went down probably a little bit too easy there. Probably not the time for the Northern Hawks to be making a sub. Kukic, Giannis, well defended there from the number 20, Birdle, Thorpe, Kukic, Birdle, off the toe poke, just flashes wide of Dan Famado's post. It wasn't too far away. Alagoda, De Philippus, Rendell, well done there from Alagoda. Rendell, good idea, execution let him down. Lazaro, Kukic, does well there. Deck Birdle, he's back on. Lazaro, nice feet from Lazaro. Thorpe, Alagoda there once again. Lazaro does so well there. You can see the quality he possesses. Birdle to Kukic. Giannis well. Birdle. They're very deep, the Northern Hawks. Lazaro looks up. Goes off the left. Fumado probably never going to get troubled from that sort of distance. Great throw from Fumado. That's what he's known for. Great distribution. And De Philippus just runs into touch. Maluga, good throw. Lazaro, good first touch. And Alagoda, who's there again, turns it into a 3-on-1. Now they've got back. It's a 2-on-2. Thorpe, can they go the other way? Wanted on his left. Oh, he still got it. Kukic slows the game back down. Birdle, 1-on-1 with Alagoda. Houston. Alagoda. Houston. De Philippus, good play here from the Northern Hawks. Happy to build it up. And as I say that, once again, the ball's been given away. Alagoda does very well there to win over the experienced Kukic. Houston down the line. De Philippus. Maluga does well. Ricochets in. Oh, Lazaro's pass just lets him down. I don't think he was expecting to get it. That's a dangerous back heel. Lazaro, the ball's checked behind Thorpe. Reynolds has got it on the far side, the number 22. Oh, Maluga does well. This has gone end to end in the last few seconds. Lazaro, what a ball that was from Thorpe. Oh, Fumado smothers it. Like I said, it is going end to end. Alagoda, here we go, the return of Halil Russo, wearing the 84, normally rocks at 95. Here we are, can be very, very dangerous. He's so quick. And that's just a glimpse of what he can do. Kukic, Birdle, Christie, subs are rolling here for the Northern Hawks. Christie looks up, goes wide. Christie. Birdle switches the play. Loose touch, but Birdle gets it back. Christie. Nice feet from Christie. Kukic has got it. The number 35 looks forward. Birdle. Oh, it was a good idea from Deck Birdle, but it's gone through. It's Dan Fumado via Ches Houston touch. And here we go. Can they counteract? Still got it. Oh, lost it under his feet. Russo checks Kukic. This has not been pretty futsal the last minute or two, but I'll say this first 13 and a half minutes has absolutely flown by. Houston. Alagoda back to Ches Houston. Russo. It's a loose pass. Probably the pass of someone that hasn't played a lot of futsal in quite a while. Reynolds, that one runs out of touch. Birdle, Christie, Kukic, Alagoda. He's the pressing cue, it seems. When he goes, they all go. Maluga, very good distribution once again. Kukic, oh, went into touch. Kukic checking out. Savanovic checking in. 3 minutes remaining. Rocky's back on. He's come on via Halil Russo, who didn't have long on there. Probably a lack of fitness. Reynolds. Houston. Gives it away. Savanovic. Stefan Savanovic. No foul call. Definitely could have been. Again, the refs seem to be letting a fair bit go. Alagoda to Ches. Houston gives it to Rocky. Rocky, nice disguise pass. Deck Birdle, great turn of pace. Houston there to mop up though. And well recovered there. And the Northern Hawks are going to get us back underway. That's Rindell. He's checked in for Houston. Alagoda goes forward looking for Rocky. Christie defends so well though, and that one couldn't quite be quite in there by Deckbirdle. Rindell goes to Rocky. Alagoda. Rocky checked his run. They probably need to get Rocky at target holding the ball up. They haven't had much of an outlet, the Northern Hawks. This game, Christie, Birdle. Birdle, you could see what he was trying. Christie's run was a good one, but Birdle just couldn't find him. Reynolds goes forward. Well intercepted there. The Cockburn Wolves coming forward. Christie's got it. Good feet from Christie. Still got it somehow. Now he's facing the Hawks. That's not where they want him. Christie, and as I said, he gives it away to Rocky. It's a 2-on-1 if they can use it. Chris Rocky to Reynolds. Oh! It's gone through Reynolds, but the recovering run from Savanovic was exceptional to even just put that pressure on. Birdle, Christie, swings the play to Savanovic. Great run there from Luke Christie. Well recovered there from Alagoda. Oh, Christie went through the legs of Alagoda. He was having none of it. Christie back to Savanovic. Birdle, Savanovic. Oh, well intercepted there. I think that was Rindell who got the vital touch. A minute 16 remaining in this half. It's been a stalemate. Not a game of much high quality chances. It's a lot of possession for both teams, to be fair. I'd say it was fairly even. Nagandran, Alagoda just wasn't on the same wavelength, but it was a great pass from Chandra Nagandran if Alagoda was able to connect with it. Savanovic. Rocky, well done. Fumado knew what he was doing there. It was a foul. Very surprised not to see the cards coming out. I think a loose ball there. I think that's probably where the yellows need to come out, but nevertheless hasn't been given. Rocky. Christie standing over it. Savanovic. Birdle. Savanovic. Christie swings the play to Savanovic, who checks inside on Rocky. This is better from the Cockburn Wolves. Savanovic on the far side. Players back in. We've got 27 seconds. They're looking for this perfect opportunity to finish the half. Rindell. It could go the other way though. One-on-one with Christie. And Rindell not happy. Nice ball there from Birdle. Just ran out of real estate. 9 seconds remaining. Rindell, nice ball forward. I think the clock's probably going to beat them anyway. Oh, they could use something here. Can they get a shot off? Rocky's going to go for the almighty swing. And the blast from Rocky goes wide, and 0.8 seconds remaining. There's not going to be any more action in this half. So 0-0 as we go into the halftime break between the Northern Hawks and the Cockburn Wolves. We'll be back after the halftime for all the action.
Harrison has the ball, ball to Mayhem, passes it, what a save from Thorpe! Does so well there.
And we are momentarily going to get back underway. So it's 0-0 for this heavyweight clash, like we've been saying. Probably the match of the round. Cockburn Wolves 0, Northern Hawks 0 going into the second half. And here we go. Savanovic, Silas, back to Savanovic, Christie on the near side. Alagoda does well. Back to Houston. Houston, nice play to Rocky. Rocky, oh, what an interception that was from Christie. There was nothing wrong with that pass from Chris Rocky. Silas, Savanovic. Savanovic, Silas. Thorpe, got a little bit of space, but his pass lets him down. He's had the best opening of the game, Ben Thorpe, after Lazaro slipped him through, but it was smothered by Dan Fumato. Giannis switches the play. Houston to Alagoda. He looks the most lively for the Northern Hawks. He's been their MOM thus far. Like we were saying, he seems to be the one who's dictating when they press and when they don't. Alagoda back to Houston. Houston, first time to Rocky. Rocky does well. Oh, he cuts it across. Giannis made the right run. And on this occasion, he had just gone the wrong way. Christie, Silas, Thorpe, Savanovic, Silas. Wolves happy to build the play up here. Savanovic, Christie, Silas, Giannis, well done. Wolves trying to play first time is what you want to see. It's probably the way to get through the Northern Hawks defence. And when you get through that, you've got to get past Dan Fumato, who really hasn't been troubled thus far. Thorpe, great ball. Christie, good first touch. Silas on the right. Savanovic gives it to Christie. One-on-one with Giannis. Christie, it goes past two through the legs of Giannis and buys a foul, Luke Christie. No malice in that one, but that is the complete danger that Luke Christie possesses. Has the ball on a string. I think Christie would be quite audacious to go for a shot. I feel like he's going to give it to... He's going to give it to Savanovic, and he does. He gives it to Silas, who wasn't ready for it and falls on the ball. Famado gives it to Giannis. Savanovic shepherded it. Maluga does well. Alagoda goes back to Famado. Distribution goes long to Ahmed. Giannis. What a ball that was from Dan Famado. Savanovic. Well done there. Luke Christie. Oh, Chris Rocky came seemingly out of nowhere to get back. Great work rate from the big man. How he's going the other end. Giannis. Idea was right. Execution wasn't. Christie. Savanovic. Thorpe to Christie. Houston pressing him. Christie is normally fairly unpressable, but he's put that one back into Hawks territory. Giannis goes wide. Houston down the line. Oof. Execution just let Houston down. Maluga rolls out. Savanovic. Christie. Rocky's going to get us back underway. Probably the one thing the Cockburn Wolves are lacking is a physical target. And well defended there from Christian Silas. Probably should have been a corner ball, hasn't been given. Savanovic, again the idea was right. Christie just wasn't quite on the same wavelength. Famado. Roll short to Giannis. He's looked lively in the second half. Alagoda down the line to Rocky. He's been such a good outlet. He'll want it on his left. He goes on his right and wins the side ball. But you can see Chris Rocky's just holding the ball up and getting the Cockburn Wolves defense pushed further and further back. Famado, he's come forward. We've seen him come forward already and give away a foul, so he's got to be careful because I think another one he'll definitely be going into the referee's notebook. And depending where he does it on the court, could even be a red. Maluga rolls out. Savanovic. Thorpe. I just couldn't quite get it under his spell. Christie. Thorpe. Loses out. Christie back to Savanovic. Zaro has gone to the target position. Christie, Savanovic. Nagandran does so well there. Savanovic, Christie. We're yet to see Batum Ziwa in the second half. The big man. Savanovic. Christie on the near side. One-on-one with Rendell. He'll look to isolate himself. Gives it to Lazaro. Lazaro, what a ball that is for Savanovic. Down the line, Lazaro. Savanovic checked his run. I don't think he thought he was going to get there. Alagoda, beautiful from him. Very good composure. Rendell. Back to Famado, who goes out to Nagandran. Nagandran to Houston. Houston inside to Alagoda. Alagoda, Houston. Switches it to Rendell. Rendell one-on-one with Christie. Like I said, that's the matchup to watch. Nagandran on his left. Savanovic stood tall. And still neither keeper has made probably a difficult save. And like I said, Carl Maluga, who is traditionally an outfield player in goal for the Cockburn Wolves, they do got to test him. Well, they have got to test him, the Northern Hawks, when they get the opportunity. But it's been a credit to the Cockburn Wolves defence. It's been tight thus far. Rindell. White and Agandran. Agandran, Rindell, Savanovic, well done. And that rolls into touch. And I am joined back by John Goodlich, who's made his return. You'll never believe it. He's going to get back on the commentary booth. Here we are.
And here we have Bertu, looks for the ball down the line, but Rindell blocks it away. Michael DeFilippis coming on now for the Northern Hawks. Bertu to Savanovic. Lazaro, good check run to make some space for himself. Lazaro trying to go through the middle, still going Lazaro, finds Bertu, whose pass is blocked by Alagoda. Now the Hawks can counter. Alagoda halts the attack and gives it to DeFilippis, who finds Nick Endrin across the court. In the middle to DeFilippis, who tries to make some space for a shot, but well blocked by Savanovic. Alagoda flicks it toward Nick Endrin. Good ball, but just rolling under the big pivot's foot as Alex Kukic comes on. Luke Christie makes way. And the ball forward from Kukic, looking for Jesse Lazaro. For Marto, long throw trying to find Nick Endrin, a little too long in fact. And Maluga can collect. Maluga short to Kukic. Bertu, now Savanovic. Down the line to Lazaro, who's got space to turn. A good switcher play to Kukic. Great touch to control. Kukic, now Bertu. Back to Kukic, who stumbles over the ball, but it finds Savanovic. Bertu. Nice ball forward into Lazaro. Could this be the moment? Kukic goes to ground. And the foul has been given the Cockburn Wolves' way. Betim Ziva on now for the Northern Hawks. And a good chance for Cockburn to work down for Marto. Stefan Savanovic with this sweet left boot waiting up the line. Lazaro at the back post. They find Savanovic and it ricochets out to Bertu. But two consecutive blocks by the Hawks defense. Sees a corner to follow. Long ball over the top to Kukic. 1-on-1 with Ziba. Cuts inside. Across to Savanovic. In the middle. Trying to find Bertu. DeFilippis picks up. Ziba to Alagoda now. Rindell, pull down the line, trying to find DeFilippis. Adua on for Cockburn Wolves. First stint in the second half. And the ball in the middle trying to find Lazaro, who does well to knock it back to Kukic. Bertu. Now Lazaro. Down the line, trying to find Adua, but the ball was out of play. Alagoda to DeFilippis. Ball in the centre was poor. Now Adua on the break. They want to foul the Cockburn Wolves. But it goes the other way. Rindell. Alagoda. Back to Rindell. Good ball down the line to Ziba. Nice back roll to Rindell and a good chance now for the Hawks. Rindell squares it. Or tried to square it at least. Maluga was there. Now Cockburn try to go up the other end. Kukic evades two challenges. Has Lazaro free, but Good interception to Philippus. Hawks on the break now. Rindell fires one on Maluga's goal. He's tipped it onto the bar. And that's the closest the Northern Hawks have come in the match, but a good fingertip save from Carl Maluga to keep the score at 0-0. Houston, he didn't have long on the bench. Back on for Devon Rindell. To Philippus, to Alagoda. Venomous effort, but wide of the target. Maluga looks for the quick release to Kukic, who was left on mark. Kukic can drive it. Houston tries to cut back on the inside, gets around both. Still going Kukic. Gets it out to Adua. And now Purdue. Back to Kukic. Alagoda does well defensively, and the last touch was off Kukic, so Hawks will get the ball back here. Halil Russo back on for them. In the middle. Now the ball to Russo on the right. Foot volley over the crossbar. Maluga looks long, but Houston's in front. Good touch, Russo, slips it into Zeba, back rolls it to Houston, cuts inside, good save, Maluga. Adua to Purdue, he brings it forward, still going Purdue, now out wide to Lazaro. The shot goes harmlessly wide. And Maluga caught into action a couple of times in quick succession, but has done well there to pull off a few good saves. And Christie back on for this Cockburn side. Bamato with the ball in hand has Zeba very high up the pitch. Russo to Houston. Back to Russo. Hawks are patient. Now they've got to Philippus with space on the wing. Houston looks for the ball in the middle. That was perhaps a little bit forced, but he's gotten away with it. Just Houston has to Philippus down the line and finds him. Centering ball! And I don't know if it was to Philippus or Zeba. I think it was to Philippus who finished at the near post. And that's a go-ahead goal for the Northern Hawks. What an acute angle to score from, but that's where they've capitalised on the fact that Maluga isn't a naturally aspirated goalkeeper. And to Philippus has put the ball in the onion bag to make it 1-0 as Cockburn Wolves call the timeout. They've got a steep hill to climb now, just under 7 minutes to go, and they haven't found a way past from Tomato all game, so Lumby's going to have to mix up the tactics and try find an avenue back into the match. It's good from the Northern Hawks. They've came out in the second half firing, and they've been the more active of the two sides in front of goal, and they've got the reward for it. Michael De Philippis is returned from a long-term injury and has found himself on the score sheet tonight. He'd be happy with that one. It's a big goal in a massive game where goals are few and far between. But the question will now stand as to whether it will be the decisive one or whether there are more goals to come in the contest. Cockburn Wolves, lots of positivity in there. Karu, they make a couple of changes. Kukic stays on the court, but Purdue and Savanovic re-enter Christie. So too for the Hawks. It's the same four that got them the goal of Houston Zeba, De Philippis and Russo. Maluga and Famara in each respective goal. Beru to Christie. Savanovic back to Christie. Nice ball out wide to Beru, but he had to go back to Savanovic. Savanovic loses out under the pressure. Zeba Tried to flick it out wide to Philippis's run. Savanovic. Berdu. Christie. Back to Savanovic. Christie on it once more. Berdu advances forward. Back rows it to Savanovic. Cross court to Kukic. Hawks are sitting quite deep here, and Christie has a chance to drive it Russo. Feeds it out wide to Savanovic. Good switcher play to Berdu. Now Cockburn Wolves have gained some territory in their forward half. Kukic tries to make some space for a shot and does, but the block sends it behind for a corner. And the block comes in. It goes all the way out to Christie, though. Not what the Wolves would have wanted. They would have wanted to get Savanovic shooting. Christie, couple of step overs. Gets beyond Zeba well, but now has to Philippis to beat. Gets the mix on Zeba. Almost loses out, though. They have lost out. Zeba's in behind. Lays it off. Russo. Good save, Maluga. They needed to get a better quality chance from that. It was 2 against the goalkeeper. Zeba hesitant on whether to pull the trigger. Gave the ball out to Russo, but it wasn't a good one. However, Maluga has gone down, so it's the second time he's got injured today. And
Tristan Harrison has the ball to Minahan, passes it, what a save from Thorpe! Does so well there.
And we're back on away. Maluga, who's risen to his feet as the Cockburn Wolves look to restart. 5.5 minutes to go in the final contest of the evening. It's been dubbed match of the round, and it's living up to that accolade. As the ball finds Savanovic short. And now Christie. Back to Savanovic. Berdu. Kukic. Back to Berdu. Christie on the near side. Has Russo ahead of him. Ups for Berdu in the middle. Ball out wide to Kukic. Christie. Again, 1v1 against Russo and tries to find some space for a shot. Fake shots onto the left. Now it's with Kukic, who cuts onto the right and has hit the outside of the woodwork off a deflection. Quarter to come for Cockburn. Up a line to Christie. Back down it to Kukic. Centers it with Berdu. Christie again. Back to Kukic. Again trying to pull the trigger, but Famato wasn't on target. However, he's parried it away just to be safe, but he's not happy he conceded the corner. Christie. Good switch to Savanovic, who pulls the trigger. It could have ended up anywhere, but Philippis headed it away just to be safe. Another corner for Cockburn. They've had the ball in their forward half for quite some time. Will it pay dividends? Kukic to Christie. Savanovic down the line. Nice 1-2, but Famato is there to clear the danger away. And the Hawks need to go back to a high press. Cockburn was a dangerous once they work the ball deep. They've got those good one-on-one players and the good shooters as well as Bertu. Christie to Kukic, who that's rocky to beat. Feeds it out wide to Savanovic. Now Christie. Kukic. Shoots off a step, but great save for Mato. He's held onto it as well and has released Russo quickly. Russo! Surely! Christie off the line. Rocky was inches away. Great save and even better distribution from Dan Famato. Russo with another good opportunity right in front of goal, and they came oh so close, didn't they, the Northern Hawks? Christie to save the day. He'll attack at one end, but can do that down the other defensively. Ball to the back post, and it deflects off Kukic. Houston up the line. Rocky Russo has to be good here, can't lose it. Finds its way back to Famato. Russo, not the cleanest ball in the middle, but it's somehow found its way through to Houston. And Russo at the back post. Could have been done better there with a lunge. Maluga's gone down injured again. And Russo being called to the bench. It's Alagoda to come back on. Hasn't been a good day for Maluga, who's been injured on 3 different occasions. He's got hit in his face, his groin area, and now looks to be the knee. But no backup goalkeeper on the bench for Cockburn, so they're going to be hoping he can stay on for their sake. Still plenty of time left in the contest. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left to go. And it will be Maluga's ball. And Maluga, I've seen red cards given for less, but he's gone away with a yellow. Throws it in the centre. And it almost came off. Houston, Famato. Great composure to find Hamadi. Ball down the line. Rocky. Trying to make something out of nothing. Shoots from out wide. Christie in the corner. Hamadi. Rocky. Houston. Rocky still going. Houston's there. And they try to squeeze it to Christie, but they can't. Hamadi. Houston. Hamadi under high pressure here. Houston has to be good. Very composed chest. Houston works it to Alagoda. He skipped beyond Christie well. Still going Alagoda. Ball down to the corner. Could have been better. Lazaro. Chance on the break for Cockburn. Kukic to Savanovic. Back to Kukic. That's Alagoda to beating. Can't. The ball goes back to the Cockburn Wolves. Side ball deep. Savanovic. Christie. Back to Savanovic. Lazaro with plenty of space. Savanovic down the line. Christie. Centering ball. Lazaro. Out to Kukic. He's trying to drive inside. Christie goes for a bit of a run. Kukic. Could this be the moment? Famato. Impeccable again. Short to Alagoda this time. He doesn't really have an option. Houston, first time ball to Hamadi. Lovely flick down the line. Rocky. Good ball to Houston. Save again, Maluga. Now Lazaro's looking to break forward. Transition at its finest. Lazaro with a good chance now. Squares it. Christie to level the match. Savanovic deflects away. Only as far as Christie though. Christie! And again, Famato can't be beaten. Short to Houston. DeFilippis is going to chase it and try and make something of the chance. And they'll salvage the corner if they can. Will Michael DeFilippis' goal be enough for the Hawks tonight? Ben Thorpe getting ready to come back on the field to play for Cockburn. DeFilippis. This time the shot wasn't as good as the one he scored from. It's over the bar. Maluga. Ben Thorpe's come back on for the closing stages. Didn't see too much of him in this second half. It's a poor ball, Christie. Can Russo capitalise? Tries to feed in Alagoda. Russo looked to keep it in play, but couldn't, and probably beneficial for the Hawks that it did go over the line as the Cockburn Wolves were looking to break away. Thorpe. Good ball forward. Lazaro doesn't have anywhere to go, and, well, it's a Hawks ball. It's what's been given. Houston, poor ball in the middle. He's got to make something of it. Lazaro trying to manufacture something. Ball to the back post, and Stevanovic just played it a bit behind Christie. Golden chance going begging for the Cockburn Wolves. It's a bad giveaway from Houston, uncharacteristic from him, but they did enough in the end to scramble the opportunity away, and now Alagoda could be in behind. The ball just came over his shoulder and he couldn't control. Lazaro. Cockburn Wolves, they need somebody to stand tall when they need it most, and Thorpe, he should not be shooting from there in the context of the game. Hawks are happy to get the ball back. Houston. Alagoda under really high pressure, but he's got it out to Russo. A lovely back row to find Houston, who goes back to Russo. The touch was heavy. He's still Rusty Russo, and could have paid dividends. Alagoda did what he had to do. It'll be a yellow, but a worthy one at that. And Maluga, he's not happy with the challenge, but he's got to be careful because he's in a yellow as well. Alagoda, it's a professional foul, but quite an aggressive one at that, though. And now the Cockburn Wolves, well, they've got a lifeline with 15 seconds left to go. They haven't been efficient from the other free kicks the Hawks have given away, but perhaps they've saved the best for last. It might come across to Christie. Thorpe goes direct for goal, and perhaps takes a chance wasted. The War did its job. It's only eaten up a second, though. They've got a corner, the Cockburn Wolves. Thorpe, Stevanovic, blocked by DeFilippis, and Cockburn will get it back here. Switch of play to Christie. Trying to make some space for a shot. Famato with a brilliant save, and that should be that. He's gone for goal, and it almost looked on target. But what the ball hit on the roof does do is it gives Cockburn one last slip. 5 seconds to go. They're going to have to be efficient. They need one last chance. Ball down the line. Lazaro blocked by Houston. And surely now we won't see a repeat of what happened when they played Cumbria in the semi-final about a year ago. A side ball from the left-hand side with a second to go. Can Cockburn do it? They will need more than a miracle. And the War does its job. That's the final whistle. Northern Hawks win 1-0, courtesy of Michael DeFilippis. And that's for the action tonight. Thank you for joining me.